All right, it's Hip Hop 103.9, Philly's nonstop hip hop. It's Paris, Nicole. It's the day after Power, and I done found Tommy. Here he is with me right now, Joseph Sikora. How are you?
And Paris just told me who shot Ghost. Thank you.
I'm still trying to figure that out. I was watching last night's episode, like, I still don't know who shot Ghost.
I think that they're saving that. They're saving that. But like more and more questions will be answered. So obviously, as you saw, every episode is taking place from a different person's perspective.
Yeah.
And I thought last night's episode specifically, you really kind of got into Paz's head. And when those extreme close-ups were happening, it was like she's hearing what she wants to hear.
Right.
So I think we're going to see, obviously, some of those scenes repeated. And they might be a little skewed from what you saw last night.
Yeah, I figured that they would drag out who shot Ghost, of course. But this entire season has been so intense. And I'm a day one Power fan. Like I always say, Power is my favorite show. So I've been watching since day one. So just to see where the show has come. And I'm so sad that it's ending.
I'm sad that it's ending, too. It's definitely bittersweet.
Yeah, it really, really is. So you, on the show, you keep losing your love interest.
Keeps losing everything.
Yeah.
Even more than the love interest, Tommy just keeps losing love. I mean, it's Courtney Kemp, our show's creator and showrunner, always says that it is a tragic love story. But what I don't think that people always realize is that it's a tragic love story between Tommy and Ghost.
Yeah.
And I think that Tommy, not only, that's the love of, they're both the love of their own lives. They're kind of two sides of the same coin. So to lose Ghost is to lose Tommy in a lot of ways. So Tommy has not only, lost and gained his brother throughout the series, but he's lost the girlfriend, then also lost the unborn child with that girlfriend, and then lost his next love interest, lost his father. Who we just started to get to know as well. So there's been a huge amount of loss. Lost his drug business, we see now, too, which is, it's arguable. Is Tommy more loyal to Ghost or to the streets? Because Tommy's in love with those streets, and that's why he plays so loyal to them, because he feels like they saved him.
So when you found out this season that you would be losing Keisha, how did you feel?
I was sad, because then I thought I'm not going to have any more scenes with my friend Lala.
I love Lala.
I love Lala too. She's as you know, she's such a great human being and such a positive person that it's always nice to be on set with her as well. And just to watch her process, she's a very passionate person, and she takes her craft really seriously, so it makes me stay on my A game. Yeah.
And to see where you and Ghost have come from on the show, like you were brothers and now ready to kill each other. Like how was that for you?
Again, I was sad because I love doing scenes with Omari Hardwick. He's just such a talented actor, and he and I obviously get along so well on screen, and that, to have that taken away, you're like, oh, come on. But I will say this, when somebody's like, why do they keep coming at each other? Like, why can't they just put it away? I said, well, if you remember in the first episode, Ghost says to Tommy, this ain't over. And Tommy says, it is for me. So Tommy's ready to squash it. So they kind of go back and forth then. So the back and forth was interesting to try to make it new each time.
Right. So as you prepare for each season, do you kind of have an idea of what's going to happen next, or do you kind of just find out everything when you get your script for the next season?
We actually had the luxury of Courtney giving us an overall arc of probably where our character is going. So we would get that arc before the season, in between seasons. So you had some idea. And then it didn't always stay exact to that, but pretty close. So you had that. But you only get the scripts, just a couple of days, if that, before the table read. And then sometimes the day after the table read, you're up working.
Yeah.
So it's important to have the support of the crew and your fellow actors, and say a prayer, come in with some great ideas, and go for it.
Yeah. You are such an amazing actor, because when I tell you, you own and embody that character. Even right now, like of course, your time on the show, but you see actors and actresses all the time, but you really own that character.
You're like, why didn't Tommy shave? What's wrong with him? What's up with that hair?
And all your classic sayings, like you really just you own them, and the way you say them. Don't cancel Christmas. That's one of my favorite ones.
That's funny. So Randy Huggins made that up. He was one of the writers in the first few seasons. So that was, people always ask, where did that cancel Christmas come from? Detroit's very own Randy Huggins made that.
Where are you from?
Chicago original.
Okay. Yeah, like the way you say those things, like you just, You really, really do your thing. I'm just sad it's the final season.
I'm sad too, but it's bittersweet. It's really a real honor to be part of something that has been so well received and embraced and has gone so worldwide. You know, Power's on in like 179 different countries.
Wow. How's your relationship with 50?
I love 50. He's the best boss I've ever had. Yeah. He's the first boss I ever had that gave me a hug when he met me. And that means a lot, you know? And 50 always says he's not afraid of talent. I think that 50 tries to lift people up around him. He said he wants to be so successful that everybody around him is successful. I appreciate that about him. He also, for better or for worse, he lets you know where you stand with him. He's not afraid to.
We know.
Oh, yeah. You're like, we all follow him on social media.
How was it when him and Rotimi were like going at each other? Like, how was it actually on set versus social media?
I think that I'm sure that there was a little bit of a polished edge on it, but I think that Fifth wanted his money. And I think that Fifth said, you know, like, we can do something with this, but like, I'm going to need that. I need that money by Monday.
So how many episodes do we have left? Is it 2?
3.
3, okay.
3 episodes left.
3 episodes left, and we find out who shot Ghost, and then that's just it.
Yeah, and that's 6 years of our lives, 6.5 years of our lives of evolution.
So what's next for Joseph Sikora?
I hope everybody downloads and streams Jacob's Ladder, starring Michael Ealy and Jesse Williams, I think it was I really enjoyed the film a lot. I'm just auditioning, and people are like, "Really, you're still auditioning for stuff?"
Right.
But yeah, the reality is I'm still auditioning, and I've got some writing projects and things that I'm trying to produce in the works, but it's a tough life in this entertainment industry.
Yeah. So how is it when you just like, I mean, you obviously don't walk down the street all the time by yourself, but when you just go out in public, everybody's like, Tommy!
I walk down the street by myself all the time.
So how does that happen?
I take the F train, the A train, the 1, 2, 3.
What?
Sometimes I'm on the queue. I take the subway every single day. I walk down the street every day, and people are always like, oh, this and that, or you know, sometimes they say security, but I think that the energy you give is the energy you get, and I'm not going to give up my freedom. You know what I mean? Something could happen to you just walking down the street in the middle of Arkansas or in the middle of Iowa. It doesn't necessarily matter if you're in Brooklyn or Manhattan or whatever.
Right.
Or in Chicago. I'm okay.
Right. So back to last night's episode. Paz comes to your apartment. It's cleaned out.
Yeah.
Where did Tommy go?
Tommy's gone.
Why did Tommy leave?
All questions will be answered 1 week from
See, I
right
tried
now.
to get him. I'm like, where did Tommy go?
Yeah. It was
Clean
great. It was a great ending
Yeah.
too. And Paz's frustration. I mean, Elizabeth Rodriguez, who plays Paz, is just a phenomenal actress, and that those screams can come off corny. Acting that heightened can come off corny.
Right.
If it doesn't start in here. If you're just trying to show everybody that you're angry or you're losing your mind, people are going to laugh at you. That's happened.
Right.
I've seen it.
Right. And it's such an intense show, so.
And she did it right.
Yeah.
I was really impressed.
Yeah. Oh, man. Tasha.
Oh, Tasha.
Always telling everything.
I know.
What's up with your girl?
To save herself and save her son. I think that we've seen that. I think that that's an echoing storyline, not only from Tasha, but also to Rotimi's character, Dre, who, you know, was just this awful, snaky, terrible person, but loved his daughter. And loved his daughter truly and fully. So everybody except Kanan, 50 Cent's character, you know, didn't have a whole lot of love for his son.
Right. I feel like there's so many different messages in the show, like all the time. And I will say this season, when Tasha shot Keisha and Tommy found her, that was the most heartbreaking thing ever.
It was heartbreaking. I felt a lot of emotion. I was lucky that I have a great relationship with Lala and just respect her so greatly, and that she's a real friend. Because to watch her like that was difficult, and she looked. I just really, like I said this last night, that I really thought when I saw her in real life and went down there, she looked so beautiful. And if you try to just go there in your mind, she's so beautiful and dead, and they had the blood all around her. It was.
And then her son.
Oh my! And what a wonderful actor Denham is, who plays her son, who plays Cash. He's a real natural actor, and I loved the relationship between Tommy and Cash.
Yeah, it was really dope. So is it awkward having to do the love scenes on set with Lala, with Keisha?
I didn't mind.
Of course not.
No, the love scenes with Lala were definitely orchestrated and choreographed. Mm-hmm. You knew what was going to happen beforehand. It's not we were just like going at it. That's for sure.
Right.
But there was some freedom because we both respect each other and we both felt safe with each other. Right. So sometimes when you feel safe with your partner, that's when it looks real and feels real, and it feels real in the moment. So you just take it easy.
Yeah.
And when they call cut, stop. And but it was great. There was actually one funny thing that was in the blooper reel where in 603, which 50 Cent directed, Tommy grabs Keisha and he's like, come here, Keisha. And he starts, kissing her a little bit. And Fifth just didn't call cut. And then finally, I said, 50 Cent, you're asking for trouble here. And La just started laughing.
I love it. I love it. So 3 more episodes of Power Left. I'm really sad. I really am. But I look forward to seeing you and so much more. You're such an amazing actor and a genuine good person.
Thanks,
so there's nothing but great things coming to you.
Appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you for stopping by today.
Thank you. Good to be here.
It's Hip Hop 103.9.